What is up, guys? In today's video, we finally got the Fortnitemares update released in Fortnite. This is always the most excited or hyped update in Fortnite, so I'm going to go over what changed in this update and what you guys can look forward to in game in this video. If you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful and informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and comment down below what you're most excited about with this update. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the pumpkin launcher being unvaulted and the candy being added back. The pumpkin launcher is the RPG just with a Halloween reskin. Pretty powerful rocket launcher. It actually hasn't been in the game for all of Chapter 3. This is the first time in Chapter 3 we've seen the RPG in-game. And I think a lot of people will find this weapon extremely useful in-game. It's great in builds. It'll be great in zero builds. If you thought the goo gun was good, I think the pumpkin launcher will be even better in some ways because you just hit somebody directly with a rocket. And then they take a lot of damage. You don't have to worry about tracking them with the goo and getting as much on them as possible. So I think the pumpkin launcher will be really good in both build and zero build, and if you want to get easy kills and easy wins, the RPG has kind of always been that in Fortnite. And then the candy will spawn in little baskets around the map, similar to the way the vegetable baskets work. Some of them heal you, some of them give you unique effects, like I think the jelly bean, for example, mimics what the 0 point fish does, where you can kind of jump around. But some of the candy has unique effects, some of it just heals you. It is what it is. It's just a little thematic thing they put around the map. There's a new boss under the mines at Grim Gables. So you can now go under the mines and there's a boss down there which you can summon. And they drop a Mythic Suppressed SMG and a blue pumpkin launcher and chug splashes. This boss seems incredibly easy to beat. I saw a clip of someone fighting it. I'm not going to have it in this video, but I saw a clip of someone fighting it, and the boss just threw fireflies at them. It didn't summon a bunch of monsters or anything. So compared to the Herald, this boss seems much easier to beat. It doesn't have invincibility periods like the Herald did. And what you get is a Mythic Suppressed SMG, but the Mythic Suppressed SMG, there's no reason for it to exist. I'm not sure if this is bugged or what, but it has the same exact stats as the Legendary Suppressed SMG. So there's no difference between the Mythic Suppressed SMG and the Legendary Suppressed SMG. It's just called Mythic. I'm not really sure why. So I really wouldn't recommend going for this. It's not that big of a deal to have this weapon. If you want to kill the boss, there'll probably be a challenge for it. But as far as this Mythic being overpowered like some Mythics have in the past, I don't really think that'll be the case. This could potentially be a good way to upgrade Evo Chrome weapons if you're in the area. Let's say you drop Grim Gables, you happen to get a green Evo Chrome Burst and you want to upgrade that, you could fight this boss and it's probably going to be pretty easy to do so. You're not going to really risk very much, and you can upgrade that Evo Chrome weapon pretty easily and pretty quickly just on one target. So I think that'll be a bigger use than the actual Mythic Suppressed SMG. Another interesting addition they added in this update is going to be the rituals for Howler's Claws and Wolf Sensibility. So there's several altars around the map, and I think there's one at the reality tree as well, a big one. But you basically just go up to the altar, you'll dance with it. There'll be the ritual is what they call it. You dance with the wolf thing, and then you're given the Howler Claws, which essentially seem to be a reskin of the Wolverine mythic, where it's just claws that you melee with. But there's also the wolf scent ability, which you get for activating the howl, and this essentially gives you wall hacks. You'll be able to see players' heartbeats through walls and through structures, and the closer you get to them, the more intense that will be. So I think this will actually be a somewhat interesting item, especially for zero build. I'm not sure if it's something I would really go for, but if you kill someone that has this and it drops, you could maybe activate the wolf sense and then see if there's anybody in the area. But I don't really think I'm going to carry this, and I don't think I'm going to use it very much. I know some people may have liked the Wolverine's Claws, and you might like the melee weapon. It might be fun to use, but I don't think this will really be a top tier meta item. Could be for scouting areas, but yeah, I'm not too impressed with this. We also got a lot of map changes in today's update. Of course, a lot of the floating structures has been moving around the map over the course of the season, and this update is no different. The pirate ship that was previously near Rocky Reels is now outside Greasy. The blimp, which used to be at Grim Gables, is now in Tilted, which is nice because there wasn't any sort of mobility in Tilted before since the No Sweat building left. So I like that the blimp is there. The No Sweat building has moved to Sleepy Sound instead of Coney, which I think is great. I thought there was way too much going on at Coney with the last iteration we had of the map, and the No Sweat building moving will kind of reduce that to an extent, and Sleepy Sound itself should be floating now as well to avoid the chrome. And last week's update, they were preparing to lift the POI up, and with the No Sweat building going there, it should be fully lifted off the ground now. And the chrome has spread across the map as usual with this season. The chrome is spreading, and then some of the POIs are floating. Some of them are going to avoid the chrome, some won't. I was told Logjam was chromed, but I'm not 100% sure on that. but the reality tree has been changed a lot this season, and it has been like completely chromed. Not this season, sorry, this update. The reality tree has been completely chromed, so that location has changed as well. So we did get a decent amount of map changes in this update. Not anything brand new as far as POIs go, but some of the POIs had like structures around them change, or they got chromed. So that's always cool to see. There is 0 build Horde Rush as an LTM added in today's update, and I'm sure there'll be challenges for it as well. This is basically an LTM where you just fight zombies, and then eventually there's a boss zombie that you can fight, and I guess you win after that. I'm not sure. I've never played it in the past, but if you like Horde mode defense games, the 0 build Horde Rush might be something you enjoy playing. Jump scare zombies and chickens can spawn randomly around the map in some hiding location, so you might be looting, and then a zombie will jump out of a porta potty or a haystack. This is just something they always do for Halloween time, so you might get jump scared a decent amount. It's really loud when it happens, and I'm sure a lot of you will get caught off guard by that and probably not be very happy about it. The Grapple Gloves were vaulted in this update, and there's a reduced spawn rate of the goo gun. So we knew both of these changes would happen going into this update before the update even happened because of previous patch notes, but the Grapple Gloves are gone. The reduced spawn rate of the goo gun I think is really good. Hopefully it's less annoying. That item was very annoying, and from what I've been told in team game modes, it was like very difficult to play against because you would just have a full squad of people gooing you. That shouldn't happen as much with the reduced spawn rate, but I imagine it'll be like roughly the same in solos because somebody only needs to find one of them to be like using it, you know? The Grapple Gloves being vaulted we thought would be for the addition of Mythic's Gwen spider gloves. That is not in today's update. We also thought maybe they're vaulting the Grapple Gloves because the Witch's Broom is going to come back, which if you guys don't know what the Witch's Broom was, the Nimbus Cloud last season was a reskin of the Witch's Broom. So it worked exactly how the Nimbus Cloud works, and it's a Halloween item that typically comes out. It's not in today's update, but it could come in future Fortnitemares update. But we thought either the Spider Gwen gloves or the Witch's Broom would be coming in today's update since the grapples were being vaulted, but neither of those things happen and the grapples are just gone, which is kind of weird. And there's also an Evil Dead and Rick and Morty collab in the item shop right now. Those are two individual collabs. I feel like I said that weirdly, but there's a Rick and Morty collab in the item shop. And then there's also an Evil Dead collab in the item shop. And there will likely be more Halloween skins coming over the course of Fortnitemares. I believe this event lasts until November 1st. So we have like 2 solid weeks of them potentially adding skins and potentially adding, you know, items like the Witch's Broom or whatever that I just talked about. So that is going to be it for today's video, and that is everything you need to know about today's update. Lots of map changes. We got the rituals, which should bring like 2 kind of unique items with the Howler Claws and the Wolf Scent ability. The new boss under the mines in Grim Gables. For some reason, their mythic is the same as the legendary suppressed SMG, and then you can also get the pumpkin launcher today, and I'm sure a lot of you will be very annoyed or very happy with the addition of the pumpkin launcher, depending on which end of that you're on. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, use code EvolveJake in the item shop for the Rick and Morty and Evil Dead collab skins if you want, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.